Season 2 for 2XKO is almost here, and with that, we have a huge update. There's a new fuse. It turns out it's actually Teamfight, probably named after Teamfight Tactics, one of the Riot's other huge IPs, and it lets you do exactly what you might think it does. It lets you summon your partner. With this animation's very interesting. I don't know, maybe we're seeing the layoffs in full effect here, but I think the potential is really promising. It gives you this little green bar here. This is your teamfight meter. It's active for 7 seconds. And during those 7 seconds, both characters are able to be controlled. As you can see, the potential for absolutely crazy stuff and absolute insanity is going to happen. And I think this is really cool. We've seen this in a lot of other games, funny enough. MVCI was, I think, the most familiar aspect, where there's a stone called the Soul Stone. And the Soul Stone let you use 2 players at once. Now, there was no, like, you know, obviously this fuse is meant for duos in 2XKO, but in MVCI you can only control it solo, right? So there's 2 people doing like the same inputs, give you both these moves, right? so you're controlling both characters at once. And the cool thing is you can actually do this in 2XKO as well. Is it going to be easier or hard? I don't know. It's probably going to be a duo fuse, right? Also, shouts to the Kill Station Instant with the raid the same exact time. I think dedicated duos like Sonic and Inzem are going to have a field day with this, because I think the potential seems really, really high. By the way, another game you can do this in, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is actually Desk. Maybe we'll see someone do this for 2XKO. But if you're woke enough, you can see Desk is doing this at the same time with 2 different hands, 2 different controllers, 2 different hands, controlling 2 different characters on screen. And there's a mode in Street Fighter Cross Tekken where you can do the same thing. You can control both characters at the same time. So you can teabag with one hand and do the combo with the other. Maybe this is the new 2XKO meta? We'll see. But I think there's a lot of potential. And, you know, Riot came out with an article talking about the new duo fuse Teamfight. A lot of it is pretty much what you guess. So I'll just skim over the highlights. You do have to spend a bar of meter each for each character, so you can't just do this for free. And you activate Teamfight by pressing tag and a attack button, which for me is kind of a deal breaker. At least when I'm playing solo, like how I puppet a lot of things is I'll press like H and tag at almost the same exact time. Can't really do that if you're playing this fuse, right? Because then you just get the team fight. So I think we're gonna see almost exclusively we're gonna see this in duos. But maybe there's someone cracked enough like SKD. You know, SKD does these like crazy combos that he figures out solo. I think we're gonna get some SKD like exclusive tech with the team fight mode, but it's TBD. Right? They say solo players can use it. You can hold T to focus on your point character, but again, I think you're leaving so much potential on the table. I don't think that's really going to happen, right? How do you fight against Teamfight? So in Teamfight, you lose access to team actions like tag launchers, assist, and break. Makes sense. But you know your character is the assist on screen, so that doesn't really matter. As a defender, any hit landed on a teamfighting duo reduces the teamfight timer, right? So normally it's 7 seconds. If I hit him once, maybe it's like 6 seconds. We don't know the exact ratio. I think that's TBD. If a defender lands a successful ultimate, so level 3, it ends the teamfight immediately. This is interesting. It says on the point or assist champion. So like, can I ult the assist and then the assist dies? I don't know. I guess there's a lot we still need to figure out about how this is going to work. And then a team fighting assist character only hits mids, which means you can't just like do unblockables. My current thought is like, can I just grab, right? If I'm the team fighting assist, can I grab and then get a combo off the grab? Or like they tech my grab and then I mix them up after the tech? Only hits mids. That's a little ambiguous, right? But either way, I think there's a lot of potential, right? The other thing they announced is find a duo in voice chat. So, you know, they're really trying to push duos. I think that's good. That's the coolest thing about 2XKO, if you ask me. You can now find a duo, which they actually show off here later on in the trailer, where you basically like you just open the social panel, find duo, And then you can actually voice chat with them. They have to like, it's like you have to opt into the voice chat. So hopefully, people opt in. But I think the content opportunities are crazy, right? You just open up casual, boot up the duo and start talking shit to your duo partner. I'm excited for that. That actually sounds like a pretty peak content experience. And they show some other clips here of just like some of the cool stuff you can do. I think there's honestly a lot of potential with this fuse. I think you're going to need a dedicated duo to do it with. The cool things that I saw, for example, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, that took a lot of lab time and sequencing. So, are me and K7 going to make a comeback and try to implement this? We'll see. I've been trying to think about like what characters are cheap with this, right? So for me, it's like, I think characters with like on-hit effects and mix-up are going to be really important, right? So for example, like if my partner can only lock down, right, because they only have mids, I want a character on point that can, either have cross-up mix or like high-low, or maybe command grab would actually be really good in this, because if I command grab, normally the weakness of the command grab compared to high-low is that if I command grab, I'm just completely vulnerable, right? Like I can't call assist, I can't tag out. But if I can command grab and then my partner can cover the command grab recovery, sounds kind of cheap to me. So I actually foresee a character like Blitzcrank, especially with restands. Like imagine like I command grab you, I get the partner picks me up, I get a restand, my autoplay is going crazy. Then I pick up then I pick him up, do a restand, and you're dead. Like you could do all that in 7 seconds, right? I think that's gonna be really scary. I think Braum could be really good because you get free unbreakable, and again you also have a command grab for that same exact reason. I think Teemo could be good. You got high-low mix, and you could just farm like mushroom badges and other badges too. I think there's a lot of people are speculating Warwick could be good. You just get like full bloodlust off of like, even just like a block string, right? You just go into S2, 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 and then the partner does something S2 sandwich, right? Like there could be something really cheap there. I think there's a lot of potential with this. I think any character with high-low mix is going to be good. I actually don't know who wouldn't be good with this. I guess it's gonna, to me in my head, it seems really cheap. Yeah, Sonic and Inzem got patched in. It's people have known for a while that solos are like they're ruling the meta, right? Like if you look at Evo Japan, the two best teams in the world, Sonic and Inzem and the Twins, got 13th and 17th. And it's not a slight against them. It's just duos is legitimately harder to play. Is this actually going to buff duos to the point where, duos is actually favored to win in a lot of these kind of situations? And a lot of people will feel like they're forced to play duos? I don't know. I do think more duos is good for the game, but, I hate for this to be the only viable fuse, right? And I don't think it's going to be. I think the other fuses are, quite strong, and this is going to take a lot of like prep and skill to pull off. But anyways, I think this is cool. Let me know what you guys think. Look forward to the Diaphone random duos arc, and maybe me and K7 will pull out some like really cool shit, and we can farm some SKD combos on Twitter. All right, take care. Bye.